Michael H. Hart, an American astrophysicist, created a list of the top 100 most influential people in history in his book The 100, a ranking of the most influential persons in history. The list is not based on popularity, but on their impact on human history. Here are the top 100 personalities and a brief summary of their contribution and a famous quote. 1. Muhammad, founder of Islam, influential religious and political leader. The ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. 2. Isaac Newton, mathematician and physicist, father of modern physics. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. 3. Jesus Christ, founder of Christianity, influential religious leader. Do to others as you would have them do to you. 4. Buddha, founder of Buddhism, influential religious leader. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. 5. Confucius, Chinese philosopher and teacher, founder of Confucianism. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. 6. Saint Paul, early Christian missionary and author of the New Testament. 4. I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. 7. Tzai Lun, Chinese inventor of paper. The paper on which this is written was made from the fibers of plants. 8. Johann Gutenberg, German inventor of the printing press. Printing is the ultimate gift of God and the greatest one. 9. Christopher Columbus, explorer who opened up the Americas to European colonization. Following the light of the sun, we left the old world. 10. Albert Einstein, physicist and mathematician, creator of the theory of relativity. Imagination is more important than knowledge. 11. Louis Pasteur, French chemist and microbiologist, creator of pasteurization. Let me tell you the secret that has led me to my goal. My strength lies solely in my tenacity. 12. Galileo Galilei, Italian astronomer, physicist, and mathematician, who developed the telescope. I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. 13. Aristotle, Greek philosopher, founder of Aristotelianism. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. 14. Euclid, Greek mathematician, founder of Euclidean geometry. The laws of nature are but the mathematical thoughts of God. 15. Moses, religious leader and lawgiver of the Jewish people. The Lord bless you and keep you, the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you, the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. 16. Charles Darwin, British naturalist and biologist, creator of the theory of evolution. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. 17. Shi Huangti, Chinese emperor who united China and built the Great Wall. To let an evil deed go unpunished is to open the door for more evil deeds. 18. Julius Caesar, Roman general and statesman who expanded the Roman Empire. Veni, Vidi, Vici. 19. Augustus Caesar, first Roman emperor who established the Roman Empire. I found Rome a city of bricks and left it a city of marble. 20. Nicolaus Copernicus, Polish astronomer. 21. Antoine Lavoisier, French chemist who established the modern theory of chemical elements and conservation of mass. In nature, nothing is created, nothing is lost, everything changes. 22. Constantine the Great, Roman emperor who converted to Christianity and made it the official religion of the Roman Empire. In this sign you will conquer. 23. James Watt, Scottish inventor who developed the steam engine. The greatest improvement in the productive powers of labor, and the greater part of the skill, dexterity, and judgment with which it is directed, or applied, seem to have been the effects of the division of labor. 24. Michael Faraday, British physicist and chemist who discovered electromagnetic induction and electromagnetic rotation. Nothing is too wonderful to be true, if it be consistent with the laws of nature. 25. James Clerk Maxwell, Scottish physicist who developed the theory of electromagnetism. In every branch of knowledge the progress is proportional to the amount of facts on which to build, and therefore to the care with which facts are observed. 26. Martin Luther, German theologian and leader of the Protestant Reformation. Faith is a living, unshakable confidence in God's grace, it is so certain, that someone would die 1,000 times for it. 27 William Shakespeare, English poet and playwright who is widely regarded as one of the greatest writers in the English language. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. 28 Karl Marx, German philosopher, economist, and social theorist who developed the theory of communism. Workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. 29 Julius Robert Oppenheimer, American physicist who was instrumental in the development of the atomic bomb. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. 30 William the Conqueror, Norman conqueror of England who established the Norman dynasty. England has been won by a handful of adventurers, who have been animated by the hope of plunder, and protected by their own valor and the mutual jealousy of their enemies. 31 Napoleon Bonaparte, French general and emperor who conquered much of Europe. The word impossible is not in my dictionary. 32 Thomas Edison, American inventor who developed the phonograph and the light bulb. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. 33 Alexander Graham Bell, Scottish inventor who developed the telephone. When one door closes, another opens, but we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us. 34 Alexander the Great, Greek king who conquered much of the ancient world. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep, I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. 35 Mahatma Gandhi, Indian political and spiritual leader who led India to independence from British rule. Be the change you want to see in the world. 36 Thomas Jefferson, American statesman, founding father and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. 37 George Washington, American general and first President of the United States. Happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. 38 William the Silent, Dutch prince who led the Dutch War of Independence against Spanish rule. I can't say whether things will get better if we change, what I can say is they must change if they are to get better. 39 Johannes Kepler, German. 40 Johannes Kepler, German astronomer who discovered the laws of planetary motion. Nature uses as little as possible of anything. 41 Christopher Columbus, Italian explorer who discovered the Americas. By prevailing over all obstacles and distractions, one may unfailingly arrive at his chosen goal or destination. 42 Samuel Morse, American inventor who developed the telegraph and Morse code. What hath God wrought? 43 Plato, Greek philosopher who founded the Academy in Athens and authored numerous philosophical works. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. 44 René Descartes, French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist who is considered the father of modern philosophy. I think, therefore I am. 45 Michelangelo, Italian Renaissance artist who sculpted the statue of David and painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. 46 Leonardo da Vinci, Italian Renaissance artist, inventor, and scientist who painted the Mona Lisa and designed flying machines. Art is never finished, only abandoned. 47 Johannes Gutenberg, German inventor who developed the printing press. Let us break the seal which seals up the fountain of perpetual truth. 48 Henry Ford, American industrialist who revolutionized the automobile industry with the assembly line. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you rewrite. 49 Charles Darwin, British naturalist who developed the theory of evolution by natural selection. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. 50 Albert Einstein, German-born theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity. Imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. 51 Isaac Newton, English mathematician and physicist who developed the laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. 52 Galileo Galilei, Italian astronomer, physicist, and mathematician who developed the telescope and supported the heliocentric model of the solar system. I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. 53 Martin Luther King Jr., American Baptist minister and civil rights activist who led the African American civil rights movement. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. 54 Sigmund Freud, Austrian neurologist and founder of psychoanalysis. The mind is like an iceberg, it floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. 55 William Harvey, English physician who discovered the circulation of blood. Nature is nowhere accustomed more openly to display her secret mysteries than in cases where she shows traces of her workings apart from the beaten paths, nor is there any better way to advance the proper practice of medicine than to give our minds to the discovery of the usual law of nature, by careful investigation of cases of rarer forms of disease. 56 Louis Pasteur, French microbiologist and chemist who developed the process of pasteurization and created the first vaccines for rabies and anthrax. Chance favors the prepared mind. 57 Florence Nightingale, British nurse who established modern nursing and improved hospital conditions during the Crimean War. I attribute my success to this, I never gave or took any excuse. 58 Adam Smith, Scottish economist and philosopher who authored The Wealth of Nations. It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer. 59 Thomas Edison, American inventor and businessman who developed the light bulb, phonograph, and motion picture camera. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. 60 Alexander Graham Bell, Scottish-born inventor and scientist who developed the telephone. When one door closes, another opens, but we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us. 61 Nikola Tesla, Serbian-American inventor, electrical engineer, and physicist who developed the alternating current, AC, electrical system. The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine. 62 Marie Curie, Polish-born French physicist and chemist who discovered radium and polonium and was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. 63 Mahatma Gandhi, Indian nationalist leader who advocated for nonviolent civil disobedience and led the Indian independence movement. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. 64 John D. Rockefeller, American industrialist and philanthropist who founded the Standard Oil Company. I do not think that there is any other quality so essential to success of any kind as the quality of perseverance. It overcomes almost everything, even nature. 65 Winston Churchill, British statesman and Prime Minister who led Britain during World War II. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. 66 Mao Zedong, Chinese Communist revolutionary and founding father of the People's Republic of China. The only real defense is active defense. 67 Albert Schweitzer, French-German philosopher, theologian, and physician who won the Nobel Peace Prize for his humanitarian work in Africa. The purpose of human life is to serve, and to show compassion and the will to help others. 68 Yuri Gagarin, Soviet cosmonaut who was the first human to journey into space. Poyakalai. Let's go, in Russian. 69 Neil Armstrong, American astronaut who was the first human to walk on the moon. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. 70 Martin Luther, German professor of theology and key figure in the Protestant Reformation. Faith is a living, daring confidence in God's grace, so sure and certain that a man could stake his life on it 1,000 times. 71 William Shakespeare, English playwright and poet who is considered one of the greatest writers in the English language. To be, or not to be, that is the question. 72 Charles Dickens, English novelist who authored numerous classics such as Oliver Twist and A Tale of Two Cities. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. 73 Mark Twain, American author and humorist who wrote classics such as The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. 74 Walt Disney, American entrepreneur and animator who founded the Disney Company and created iconic characters such as Mickey Mouse. If you can dream it, you can do it. 75 Elvis Presley, American singer and actor who is often referred to as the king of rock and roll. Ambition is a dream with a V8 engine. 76 Bruce Lee, Chinese-American martial artist and actor who popularized martial arts in the Western world. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. 77 Stephen Hawking, British theoretical physicist who made groundbreaking contributions to the study of black holes and the nature of time. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. 78 Steve Jobs, American entrepreneur and co-founder of Apple Incorporated who revolutionized the personal computer and smartphone industries. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. 79 Bill Gates, American business magnate and co-founder of Microsoft Corporation who is one of the richest people in the world. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. 80 Elon Musk, South African-born American entrepreneur and founder of SpaceX, Tesla, and other innovative companies. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. 81 Jeff Bezos, American entrepreneur and founder of Amazon.com, one of the world's largest online retailers. What's dangerous is not to evolve. 82 Oprah Winfrey, American media executive, actress, and philanthropist who hosted her own talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. 83 J.K. Rowling, British author who wrote the Harry Potter series of novels, which have sold millions of copies worldwide. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. 84 Malala Yousafzai, Pakistani activist for female education who survived an assassination attempt by the Taliban and became the youngest Nobel Prize laureate. I raise up my voice not so I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. We cannot succeed when half of us are held back. 85 Nelson Mandela, South African anti-apartheid revolutionary and politician who became the first black president of South Africa. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. 86 Martin Luther King Jr., American Baptist minister and activist who played a key role in the American Civil Rights Movement. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. 87 Mother Teresa, Roman Catholic nun and missionary who founded the Missionaries of Charity, a religious congregation dedicated to helping the poor. Not all of us can do great things. But we can do small things with great love. 88 Albert Einstein, German-born physicist who developed the theory of relativity and is widely regarded as one of the most influential scientists of the 20th century. Imagination is more important than knowledge. 89 Isaac Newton, English mathematician, physicist, and astronomer who made significant contributions to the scientific revolution of the 17th century. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. 90 Galileo Galilei, Italian astronomer, physicist, and mathematician who played a major role in the scientific revolution of the 17th century. In questions of science, the authority of 1,000 is not worth the humble reasoning of a single individual. 91 Leonardo da Vinci, Italian artist, inventor, and polymath who is widely regarded as one of the greatest minds in human history. Art is never finished, only abandoned. 92 Vincent van Gogh, Dutch post-impressionist painter who is considered one of the most influential figures in the history of Western art. I am seeking, I am striving, I am in it with all my heart. 93 Pablo Picasso, Spanish artist and co-founder of the Cubist movement who is widely regarded as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. Every child is an artist. They. 94 Frida Kahlo, Mexican artist known for her self-portraits and surrealist style. Feet, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly? 95 Virginia Woolf, English writer known for her innovative writing style and feminist works. A woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction. 96 Simone de Beauvoir, French writer and feminist philosopher who wrote The Second Sex, a groundbreaking work on women's liberation. One is not born, but rather becomes, a woman. 97 Jane Austen, English novelist whose works, such as Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility, have become classics of English literature. It is a truth universally acknowledged, that a single man in possession of a good fortune, must be in want of a wife. 98 William Shakespeare, English playwright and poet who is widely regarded as one of the greatest writers in the English language. To be, or not to be, that is the question. 99 Mark Twain, American author known for his humor and social commentary, whose works include The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. 100 Charles Darwin, English naturalist who developed the theory of evolution by natural selection. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. 101 Mahatma Gandhi, Indian independence activist and political leader who used nonviolent civil disobedience to achieve political and social change. Be the change you want to see in the world. In conclusion, Michael H. Hart's book The 100, a ranking of the most influential persons in history, provides a fascinating look at some of the most impactful individuals who have shaped the course of human history. These individuals have contributed to various fields such as religion, politics, science, and the arts, and their ideas and actions have had far-reaching consequences that continue to impact us today. Through their sayings and contributions, they have inspired generations of people and continue to be celebrated for their accomplishments. This book is a testament to the power of human potential and the ability of individuals to make a lasting impact on the world.